Well, fireboats deployed today in Biscayne Bay responding to an emergency on the water.
That's right. The boats were just one of the tools used in an effort to help marine life breathe easier after thousands of fish turned up dead this week. Local 10's Louis Aguirre shows us this rescue mission.
Emergency on Biscayne Bay. Early Saturday morning, Port Miami deploying 2 Miami-Dade fireboats to the most critical areas of the bay, showing dangerously low oxygen levels, killing thousands and thousands of fish and other marine life over the past week.
It's a big bay, a lot of gallons of water. We're only affecting a little bit. Luckily, the fish kill's been concentrated to only a few spots, and those are the areas we're hit.
Engaging, priming.
We hooked up with the crew of Fireboat 21 on North Bay Village, where hundreds of dead fish still scattered the bay and shoreline. The mission to aerate this section of the bay and create more oxygen in the water. So what's basically happening is that the pump on the boat is sucking up 2,000 gallons of bay water a minute and then simultaneously shooting it right back into the bay, basically stirring up the water, aerating it, and creating more oxygen for marine life to breathe. The fireboats also stirring up the bay waters of Morningside, thought to be the epicenter of the fish kill. The city of Miami installing one of 3 pumps here, creating temporary air stations to aerate some of the most critical sections of the bay.
This is basically triage in an emergency situation. And the City of Miami administration has been kind enough to supply public works employees for overnight. The oxygen levels drop to 0 overnight because that's when there's no photosynthesis whatsoever.
Back in North Bay Village, while seagulls and other seabirds feasted on the easy bounty, residents on their balconies cheered on the fireboats as they circled the bay. It's merely a band-aid to an overwhelming situation. Miami-Dade County needs to act urgently. There is too much at stake.
Understand that the health of Biscayne Bay is the linchpin of our economy here, and if we don't have the beautiful water and a thriving marine ecosystem, we're going to have very, very, very serious problems very soon.
It's going to take all of the cities around here, in addition to those that are inland, making changes to the ordinances and policies in order to make sure that we have a sustainable and resilient Biscayne Bay.
And in addition to these emergency air pump stations, the city is also installing these composting bins at designated areas along Biscayne Bay, encouraging residents to dump all the rotting fish inside, fish only, no plastic, inside this composting bin to get the fish off the shoreline, out of the water. That just creates more bacteria that sucks up the oxygen that marine life so desperately need right now. We're in Morningside. Louis Aguirre, Local 10 News.